What's up, YouTube? Hope you're all having a great Valentine's Day weekend. I'm just here finishing up on some submissions, and I wanted to take you guys through it as I get these pandas ready. In a number of my previous videos, you've seen me gathering gold pandas little by little and preparing for a submission. Well, now I'm getting them ready to send into NGC and NCS. I can honestly say I was a little hesitant cutting into these OMP packages just because I paid so much to make sure they were in OMP and then now to cut them open. One of those things I kept telling myself was don't mess up the coin, and luckily I didn't. I had a foam padding underneath a microfiber cloth, which you can see. One of the materials you'll need is this polyethylene flip, which is an inert, non-plastic material that's used for sending coins in for grading. This particular coin, I was very hesitant in cutting open. I paid a lot of money for this 1995 1/10 ounce large date. All the coins that you see me cutting into right now will be sent into conservation and then grading. So the point of cutting these open is to conserve them properly and then also preserve them properly. And of course, the other reason for sending them in is to get them graded, authenticated, and hopefully increase the value of the coin versus being in OMP. The irony is the power buyer that can buy this coin in bulk doesn't really care about it being MS69 or OMP, and they'll pay exactly the same. Their priority is to get the coin and to get it to them as fast as possible. And in fact, they'll buy the coin encapsulated and break it out. This type of buyer doesn't really care about the slab and will break it out because they want to put it in a master set with all 5 coins, which is pretty much a date type set. The reason why I'm cutting them open is because this is for my personal collection. I actually like them in the NGC slabs, so I'm cutting them out and getting them all graded so that I can complete my set. So sometimes the value isn't because you wanted to sell it, it's because you like it. And for me, I like these. As I cut these out of the original mint packaging, I really get a chance to appreciate the coin outside of the package, and I can see why people like to cut them out. But when they get taken out of their mint packaging, they're very prone to being damaged. And finding good ones that are outside of original mint packaging is very difficult. In each flip, I include a tab of paper that has the invoice number and the line that corresponds with the NCS NGC invoice number. I used Excel to create the sheet and format the sheet so that I could cut them out easily and include them into each flip. So as I go through and inspect each coin as I take them out and put them in the flip and get them ready, I take little mental notes which during review time I'll take them out again and then write down a grade that I think they'll get. When the coins get graded, hopefully the results match what I kind of predicted, and if not, I'll just kind of readjust and try to understand why I might have been off. What I'll end up doing is coming back to this video and looking at each coin individually and then comparing it to the actual grade. I have a couple of these coins which are 1999 1/10 ounce large date with the plain 1 type font. These have a mintage of 25,000 and condition in BU is relatively low, so I kind of loaded up on these and we'll get these preserved and conserved and then put away. After collecting the pandas and going for certain dates, I find that my collecting strategy has kind of changed a bit. I'm now going for more coins that are semi-keys rather than key dates or common dates. And I think the true value really lies at that kind of sweet spot where you have people who want to complete sets. It's the lowest for the high end and the highest for the low end, if that makes sense. My collecting strategy also includes starting and stopping or picking up coins that have significant dates. So there's a 2000 to 2015 run, there's the 90s run, Now starting fresh, there's the 2015, 2016. 2015s mark the end and also the beginning as a transitional year, and 2016 is the first of the series. So eventually all of these coins will be sold. I don't plan on holding on to these forever. I mean, it's just a gold coin. They don't do anything for me, but hopefully they can do something in the future. I don't know what the future holds, which is why I purchase these types of coins, because they are investments. This is a hard asset, and I am looking to diversify, which is, if you watch my channel, you can see that I'm looking into Morgans, because I'm looking for the countries that have or represent the most strength. There's strong buyer markets in China for gold pandas, and there's strong silver buyers for high-grade Morgans in the US. I rely on bullion to preserve wealth, and I use these higher premium coins to kind of build wealth during the interim. Because if there is any sort of collapse, history is worth a premium, and those that mark points in history are worth a premium, like the Morgans, like the 90% silver, that all have date runs that end at a certain date, where the new currency takes over, the pre-existing one becomes more valuable. So I have no problems with bullion. I actually like to buy a bunch of bullion, and I'm looking at it again now that the price spike has kind of shown me that there is somewhat of a floor, and we're not going to go down too deep. There's actually still bull runs at the beginning of the year. So what I'll end up doing is the next time, if there is a drop, I'll be purchasing a bit more bullion. I've taken the opportunity to buy quite a few numismatics and semi-numismatics. I plan on continuing to find raw pandas where I can, and hopefully doing the same thing that I'm doing right now with Morgans or peace dollars, or other different types of numismatics coins that I can learn about. You can find hidden value with knowledge, and if you can find that value, you can monetize it and turn it into profits, collections, or adding to your stack. In this batch of coins that's going in after conservation, I'm hoping that the majority will grade MS69, a few will grade MS70, and only one or two grade at MS68. I am hoping these panda privies come back as MS70s. Recently I've been applying the same principles to purchasing Morgans that I have with gold pandas, and the gold pandas have been pretty profitable, but I am going to be more selective this year. If you've made it this far, I'm going to let you in on something. Basically, I've started an app, and I will be working on that a bit more, so my purchases will be slowing down after this run, and I'll be concentrating more on a business in order to try to build wealth instead, and hopefully that'll help me accumulate more metals. If you find this useful, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks.